Welcome to a basic introduction to traditional kintsugi, the Japanese method of mending broken pottery, decorating imperfections with gold, silver, or brass. It incorporates wabi-sabi, a philosophy that values imperfect beauty. On average, the process takes 2 to 3 months from start to finish. It's a delicate craft that requires precision. This video is an introduction to the process and materials. Let's get started. First, I filed the broken edges to create enough surface for adhesion of Urushi lacquer, the main material used in the traditional method. Urushi lacquer is a sap extracted from the Urushi tree. Each tree takes about 15 years to grow and produces only 200 milliliters of lacquer in its entire lifetime. Next, I made discard lacquer with raw lacquer and a couple of drops of turpentine. I applied it to the broken edges for the ceramic to bond firmly in the next step. I made glue lacquer with Joshinko mochi and raw lacquer. Using a spatula, I applied it to the broken edges. After the edges were covered, I reassembled the broken pieces in perfect alignment. I taped the pieces to keep them from shifting during the curing period of 7 days. After a week of curing, I removed the tape. And scraped off the dried excess glue from the cracks with a craft knife. To fill tiny gaps between broken lines, I made a paste with a mixture of Tinoko whetstone powder, water, and raw lacquer. Using a spatula, I applied it to the gaps to achieve a flat surface. Then, I shaped the lines using a cotton swab. After this step, the vessel cured for 10 days. Using charcoal and sandpaper, I sanded the lines into a smooth surface. Next is the waterproofing process with black lacquer, which is a mixture of raw lacquer and iron. For effective waterproofing, I repeated this process 3 times with a 7-day curing period between each application. The magic behind gold sewing is the red lacquer, a mixture of raw lacquer and iron oxide. I applied a thin layer on the lines, the final step before applying gold. A solid base is critical for the gold to shine beautifully. For this piggy bank, I used a 23-karat fine gold powder. Using a ball of silk, I sprinkled the powder onto the lacquered lines and gently brushed over the surface. The red iron oxide absorbed and fixated the gold onto the lacquer. After all lines were fully covered in gold, the vessel cured for about 10 days. That's it for a brief overview of traditional kintsugi. Thank you for watching.